for healing and growing, a message you need to heal for aligning, or here for aligning, and for stepping more fully into your power. We have 3 piles here, 1, 2, and 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And I do offer personal readings as well. My link for Skype is in the description box below, so you can hit me up on there if you're interested in that. And we are going to get started with pile 1. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Pile 1. So, I feel like you're getting more in touch with your inner child, or you really need to look deeper inside yourself to find your inner child, to find your hope, your optimism, your joy, your carefree attitude again, to know and understand that you are protected, that you can say and express what you need to express, and you don't have to worry about anyone else in the world and what they think of it. You are beautiful and unique, and you are somebody who is different from everyone else. You have something to offer this world, and the way that you do that is by taking action to express yourself. There is also a need to listen more closely to the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving, to the messages your guides are sending you, which is probably why you're here today. You're trying to listen more carefully to those messages that your guides are giving you, so good on you. And that's basically what you're doing, is you're reflecting, you're going within, you're understanding things and seeing them in a different way, and you're finding that child within you again, that being who is capable of loving from before the scars set in. Sometimes it's very hard to admit that our heart might have been a little bit on ice and we didn't notice it. So, we have, all you seek lies within. There are still some lessons, trials, and tribulations that you must endure before you are successful on your path. Keep uncovering your innermost truth one step at a time. Your strength will be tested, but you will overcome this. This too has a purpose. Stay on your path. Your commitment is being tested. It will be worth it. So, keep uncovering yourself, layer at a time. Keep bringing out this beautiful being inside of yourself. Keep paying attention to the signs and synchronicities coming to you, and know and trust that all the lessons and painful experiences you are experiencing right now are for a greater purpose and reason. And I have actually come into a lot of glass-shattering moments myself recently, and I am understanding more fully some of the things that I've had to go through in the last year, but my entire life, the last couple years, things like that. And there's always something to be learned and gained from every experience you are going through. So make sure that you are taking your time to really look within yourself and see what is triggering anything that you may be going through, any of the pain, you might be delving back and forth into depression, anxiety, fear, paranoia, things like that. And there's just a need to really dive inside and understand what is causing that, why, and where it's coming from, and to also remember to believe in your capabilities to heal. Empty picture frame. I'm more than a picture in a frame. Shallow thoughts come off lame. Don't cherish my beauty, for that will fade. I am completely self-made. So much more about me to see. Or are you looking for something easy? Pretty words about my face will only win you very last place. If something more deep is what you seek, then look at my life, take a sneak peek. Shallow thoughts and shallow eyes, shallowness never wins the prize. If I was going to compliment you, it wouldn't be on shoes that were blue. Those are not something that is you. I'd find something I love about you that's true, something more than just your eyes, something deeper within you lies. Expect as little thought or care if shallowness is what you wear. I don't invest my time in puddles. Depth is required for cuddles. I do love compliments, and in that way, who doesn't? I do sometimes give them as well. At the same time, if that is all you are giving to me, and you aren't aware of anything else that I am doing, don't be expecting me to be interested. Also, don't just be doing it just because you want something in return. Do it because you are feeling it, and equally, not just the opposite sex, but the same sex too. So, yeah, there may be some people in your life that are really focusing on your outer beauty and aren't seeing that depth, but a lot of that is because you're not showing it, because you aren't allowing yourself to show what's hidden underneath. And in order to show what's hidden underneath, sometimes we need to find it again because it was lost through life experiences. And so you might be projecting a little bit of a shallowness as well, at the same time as receiving that shallowness too. You have accomplished so much. You have the key, open the door. Pain fills you. Open the door to your pain and allow yourself to grieve, cry, let it out. And also know that that is the key to your heart. That's the door you're opening. You're opening your heart, you're opening your mind, you're opening yourself back up to receiving the messages as well. You're clearing that transmission because you are releasing this pain passed on loved ones. So there may have been somebody that you lost that is causing a lot of pain as well. And also, there is somebody that you lost looking out for you, protecting you, sending you messages, sending you signs, sending you clues. You may see a lot of sunflowers or ladybugs. You have the horse, maybe even horses, and the frog. So you're really cleansing the past. You need to take some time to rejuvenate, to rest, to refresh yourself, to make sure that you are not absorbing the energies of other people, to make sure that you are healing yourself. And you are very determined on this path. You're very motivated. You're very ambitious and driven and goal-oriented. And you really have the strength to overcome anything, the stubbornness. You're really trying to ground yourself so that you can find your intuition again and move forward on the path that you feel is best for you. You have the 5 of fire, maiden of water, 4 of air, and 1 of air. We have the 9 of wands, the magician, the 10 of pentacles, the ace of wands, and the ace of cups. So there's a need to make sure you're paying attention to everything around you once again. Any of the signs, the synchronicities, anything that is lighting the way and showing you this light, bright moment in the dark, you really need to pay attention to those things. You need to start being more grateful for people who are returning the favors that you have shown them in the past. You need to start seeing it and recognizing it, even if they weren't so good to you in the past, even if they messed up in the past. Sometimes people do change and they do make up for it. And maybe words haven't been spoken here, but actions have been taken. It's really, somebody is wanting to come in and apologize, I feel like, too. Or you may be wanting to apologize for some sort of conflict in the past that your defensiveness caused or somebody else's defensiveness caused. There may have been some manipulation of situations, things like that. People may have been more focused on money than on what's important as well. You might be really worried about your finances, your stability, your growth, things like that. Just know that through loving yourself exactly where you are right now, you're really going to have a lot of new thoughts, new ideas, and new understandings of the way that things are working out. You're also going to be able to transform your entire life because you're going to be speaking from more of a true place, and you're going to be loving from a place from before the scars. You are manifesting this brand new beginning within yourself, and you have really been through a lot, but you have learned a lot from it as well because you've put it to good use in transforming your life and your path and your purpose and really finding who you are inside and lighting that up and shining it to the world outside of you. So that's what I have for this pile. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I would absolutely love to hear in the comments below whether or not this resonated with you and your situation, what you might be going through right now as well. I really do enjoy hearing from you guys and everything that you have to say. It's beautiful to know that you're here watching, and it's beautiful that I can help in that way. So I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. Pile 3. So, for pile 3, you may be really transforming in some way. You may be starting to show your true colors. You may be coming out of the closet, so to say, in some form or way. Some of you may be part of the LGBTQ community, or you may just fight very adamantly and strongly for that. You could be a social justice warrior of some kind. You are somebody who enjoys working with kids as well, and somebody who may really strive to do the right thing as well and to protect those that you love. You may need to make sure that you're getting more in touch with your natural self, maybe even connecting more to the community around you. Knowing your path and purpose and sticking to it. Can't Take Back the Bullet is a song that I was thinking of when I was shuffling this deck as well. And so there's some things that you just can't change, and you got to be okay with that. Savor the brightest part of your day. And maybe there's somebody else in your life who can't take back the bullet that they already fired too. And maybe it's time for forgiveness on that, or maybe it's time to use discernment in it. Is it time to cut them off, or is it time to forgive and allow them back in? And at the same time, even if you do cut them off, it's always important to forgive anyway. Your empathy, good business sense, logic abilities, and charisma will serve you well. Remember to give back to the earth for giving and providing to you. Your love, life, strength, and positive energy are some of your best strengths. Business partners will trust you. Yeah, you're somebody really who fights for and stands up for what you believe in. You are ride or die. You are somebody that is very empathetic, very savor the brightest part of your day. You're very optimistic, very hopeful, somebody who's very joyful, and somebody who's very bright and vibrant, and you really catch a lot of attention in those ways. And it's really going to serve you in the business sense if you're trying to fix something in your business world as well. Like I said, getting in touch with the community, reaching out to people, talking to people, connecting with people, networking, things like that may be very important to you. And just know and trust that you have what it takes on that front. Don't give your power away. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure that no one is making you feel like you don't have the resources you need around you and you can't reach out for help. I don't share all for a reason. Most people only last a season. I never share the private side unless I feel you're along for the ride. I can see true intentions. I know when there are rising tensions. I share a lot more than most would dare. My life story I proudly wear. The deepest me is what you'll have to earn. Betrayal has left its burn. Value for myself was the lesson blazed. Self-love and respect were definitely raised. I will always give it another shot. Fear of connection strongly fought. Rise from the ashes for a new day. Dust myself off and head out to play. So, you're somebody who is very forgiving, very loving, very kind. Can't take back the bullet. Yeah, you can't take back the bullet. You can't take back the shots fired. You can't undo what has been done, and you know that. And at the same time, you are going to rise up from the ashes every time with the lesson learned and move forward, and you're not going to hold the grudges, you're not going to anything like that. Or it's time to work on that, to get back to your true self. So Rock Forever is a good one to listen to for this pile as well. And if you've gotten that in the last couple readings, let me know in the comments below, because that has come out recently a fair amount. Passed on loved ones. So pile 1 had something about passed on loved ones as well. and they're really working on uncovering the true hidden layers of who they really are, that child within themselves. It seems like you're starting to protect that child within yourself, because you have a lot of really kind, loving, beautiful, empathetic energy, and that's really somewhat of a childlike energy, to be so trusting and loving. And you're really starting to protect that part of yourself like maybe nobody else in your life ever has. Just know that you have passed on loved ones who are thinking of you, who might be sending you messages, who are trying to guide you on your path, who love you very much as well. Detract from the expectations detach from expectations, because that's what brings pain. Detach from the outcome. Expectations are what brings pain. Sorry. That was so hard to get out. It's time to let go of the outcome and to just focus on doing what you love, focus on moving forward, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks about that either. Allow yourself to just be you and love you for it. Sometimes it's necessary to play the fool to the fool who thinks they are fooling you. And, if you're giving love and light and beautiful lessons and sweet, kind, caring energy to somebody, that's going to come back to you. It doesn't matter what that person decides to do with it. And at some point it may sink into that person, and if it does, then it sinks into everyone around them as well, because they can give that to the next person. But either way, you can win more flies with honey than vinegar, or something like that. But here's the thing, you make a lot more change with subtle actions forward, without being a tidal wave, but with just being an ebbing flow. You really bring a lot more change in that way. Trust the signs that you see. Moving into stormy waters, remember self-care. And like I said, there may be some passed on loved ones who are sending you signs as well. Trust those signs. Trust those signs. Even if you have to play your cards close to your chest and not tell anyone about it at this point in time, know what you know is true. And make sure you protect you in the long run. Moving into some stormy waters, remember self-care. Tune into nature. So you might need to take some time to yourself here soon. Really get in touch with nature, get in touch with, the calmer, more beautiful things in life, the little things that truly matter. Focus on those, because there's going to be a lot of harsh energy coming in for you at some point. And all of this is for your highest good in the long run, because you're going to learn a lot from it. So learn from it, be grateful for what you have while you're going through it, and make sure that you focus on the more light sides of life and the beautiful things that there are. And that time away in nature is really going to help you to be able to find some peace within and find some peace in your thoughts as well. There's a giant transformation coming, and there could even be somebody in your life that really has very negative intentions towards you as well. And don't give your power away to this person. Don't allow this person to affect how you feel about yourself or where you're going in your life. We have the Mother of Earth, we have Yule, we have water, we have the elemental of Earth, and we have strength. The Christmas tree came out in the reading yesterday, and it's been coming out a lot lately. And then the Yule card's here, so there may be something to do with Christmas as well. But basically, this is the time where you are in the darkest hour now. And here soon, the light is going to start coming back, and things are going to start being revealed. You're going to start seeing things that you missed before. You're really finding your own self-love, and you are really starting to see that you have everything you need within yourself, emotion-wise, and you don't need anything from the outside to make you happy or to make you feel at peace. Everything you need is within yourself to be in a positive, joyful vibration. You're really very stable, very valuable. You have a lot of respect on your name. You're somebody very honest, straightforward, somebody very committed, loyal, stable, strong, somebody who's very kind, generous, caring, solid. And there really are a lot of people who are noticing this as well. You may even be choosing between two different guys too. It's possible. But yeah, you're really you're going to have a lot of courage and strength to be able to meet all of the challenges you're facing because you have that strength within yourself. So now is the time to really temper your emotions and learn how to master them and remain calm through hard times. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Three of Chalices, and we have the Knave of Swords. So somebody may have done something selfish in the past. They might have been impulsive in their actions. They may have ran off to do something fun that was really selfish and caused a lot of pain and hardship. Somebody has watched them go through this and been there for them in their pain. Possibly might have even reached out sometime around Christmas time, or maybe this next year at that time. You might be working on writing something from your pain, writing something from your experiences. You're working on learning how to forgive yourself and others for their actions, and you're really learning how to enjoy life no matter what is going on in your life. You're really starting to see the truth, and you value learning and overcoming challenges and picking up the lessons and everything that you're going through. So you're going to go far throughout this, and you are really, you may be even working in a field where you are counseling others, where you're providing wisdom and knowledge to them, where you are creatively expressing yourself in some form of writing. You're very emotional, intuitive, empathetic, very psychically in touch, very in touch with your higher self. And now is just the time to trust that everything happens for a reason, and there's a purpose for everything that you're going through, and that you are going to make it through and out on the other side, no matter what comes your way. And you're going to do it with balance, grace, dignity, and integrity. And you're not going to cut any corners. You're not going to do it in a negative, harsh, horrible way like maybe other people do, which means it's going to last a lot longer and be a lot stronger for you as a foundation as well. It's going to be a foundation that no one can ever take away and that can never be shaken. So that's what I have for this pile. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading, and I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you or your situation, whether or not you can relate to this. And I really do enjoy hearing what you guys have going on, and I hope you have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye. Pile 3. So for pile 3, we have knowledge and wisdom are something you have strove to attain in life. Through some very hard-earned lessons you have overcome. You know what? I think you used to be in pile 2's energy, and now you're in a slightly different energy. You will be sought after for your gifts in guidance, psychology, counseling, and helping to see the pieces of the puzzle. Yeah, there's a really strong resonance to pile 2 here. You are very perceptive and might be claircognizant as well. So you are somebody who knows things, perceives things, sees things that everyone else misses. You have your own strengths and gifts that not everyone has. And, you know, everyone has their own skill set, their own gifts, their own strengths that not everyone has. This is yours. You are somebody who knows things, who sees things, who can work things out and figure out the puzzle pieces and put things together. You're somebody very, very intelligent, very highly knowledgeable, and very highly wise. And there is a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is someone who strives to go out and find as much knowledge on a certain topic as they can and really enjoys learning new things and taking in new information like that. Wisdom is somebody who has been through hell in their life and who has clawed their way back out of it and understands it completely from one side to the other, because you have been through it yourself. And you have been through so many different lessons. And the reason behind that is because you are somebody who is meant to guide others through those lessons. And in order to be able to be there for the people who are going to be coming to you, you had to have gone through everything that you went through, so you can see all of those different perspectives, so that when each different person comes to you with their different set of problems, You have in some way been through something that relates to it, and you can connect those two things and figure out what this person needs to do to be able to change the situation they're going, or their mindsets on that situation, or to figure out what steps to take, or things like that. And I feel like you're going to be being paid for a lot of this action as well. Finally home to myself. There is no more shadow work to be done. Finally, this painful, hard-fought battle is won. I have overcome all the past pain. I feel it wash over like cleansing rain. And they actually got the frog card in the other pile as well. Actually, that was pile 1, but cleansing rain is what that card is about. Sorry, anyway. Finally home to myself. There is no more shadow work to be done. Finally, this painful, hard-fought battle is won. I have overcome all the past pain. I feel it wash over me like a cleansing rain. Arms stretched out to the Most High. Gratitude for my ability to fly. Proud of myself for not giving in. I've earned this victory, worked hard for the win. So, there is one thing to remember. When you get these successes in your life, give credit where credit is due. If you have been praying, and your God, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever it is that you have been talking to, so that you haven't been alone through a lot of these challenges, remember to give them credit too, even if they aren't seen with the naked eye. No matter what anybody else thinks about it, give the credit where it's due. So we have this 21. If you've been getting this in my readings lately, let me know, because it's come out a lot lately. Like a lot. You're really coming into balance in your life. Your relationships are coming into balance. Your connections are coming into balance. You're coming into balance with yourself and your thoughts and your ideas. You're taking action to bring harmony into your life, and you are overcoming a lot. You have overcome a lot. You've overcome a lot of rites of passages. You've learned, you've grown, you've overcome these obstacles. You have went through periods of detachment, through depression, through the dark night of the soul, through coldness and hurt and pain. And you found the key within yourself to remain stable and grounded through all of this. And in being able to do that, other people are seeing that you are somebody who is worth their time and investment to be able to unlock the secrets within themselves, to find this stability in their own life, and this happiness, this confidence in their own life. You are really coming into your more centered, grounded energy. You're seeing things from a new perspective, and you are standing strong in your power. You are defending your beliefs. You are fighting for what's right. You're standing up when you feel like you need to stand up. You have been through so much in your life, and you have really polished yourself to the shiny hue. You have been able to hold on to your goodness and your purity, even through all the pain and agony and suffering that you have went through. And you have gained your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-confidence, and your self-love through this hard-fought and won battle here. And you're really connecting, even when it's been rough, even when times have been extremely rough. And there's been times where you've gone into that negative energy a little bit as well again. And you've kind of gone back and forth a little bit. It was a balancing act for a while, but now you are stepping more fully into this solid, stable self of yours. So know that's true. Believe that's true. We have the Firefly. You are an inspiration to everyone around you because they have watched you have so many rebirths. You have brought yourself back up out of the ashes so many times. There may even be a lot of things in your life being reborn again because of your ability to lead with your light and to shine that light so others can see it and follow it. So there might be some reconciliations coming into your life as well. We have the Maiden of Fire, the Crone of Fire, the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of the Year, the Four of Chalices, the Two of Pentacles, and the King of Chalices. Oh, I thought that were 4 cards. So, yeah. You're really taking a leadership role. You have found your power. You have found your strength. You have found your spiritual leader, your warrior, and you are teaching that to others as well. You are really a leader for others in your life. You are not seeing the blessings right in front of your life, but there is somebody that is looking up to you and seeing your beauty and wanting to follow that same path. They feel very inspired by you to tap into their own creativity, their own passions, their own ideas. And you also may be working a lot and really balancing it very well, but you might be a little bit bored or discontented because you're waiting for something to happen in your life as well. Either way, you might be receiving some messages in your dreams too, especially from lost loved ones. You're really focusing on the good things in life. And while you're doing that, you're not realizing that you're creating this immense amount of self-love within yourself. And that is making you so vibrant and beautiful to someone out there. There is a lot of fortune and abundance coming your way. You may even be working on a teaching career. Once again, you might be working with kids while you're teaching. There's a lot of kid here. So you might be working with kids who have been abused, kids who have been neglected, abandoned, hurt, maybe even adults who have too. But there's a lot of energy of working with kids here and balancing everything else in your life at the same time, and really being able to work on yourself too and do what's important to you. You're loving yourself, and you're working on your goals, and you're balancing everything very good, but you just might not be seeing all the blessings in your life. So make sure you're focusing on gratitude as well. And when you're focusing on gratitude, you will be shining an even brighter light. Move forward. It's time to take action, to go after what you want, to stop questioning which path, to stop questioning where you should be going. You know where you should be going. So take the steps to do it. A place for everything and everything in its place. And you know where your place is in this world. Learn new things. Expand your knowledge. Let your voice shine. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. Trust your inner wisdom. Trust your intuition. Trust your guidance. Trust your heart. Let your voice shine. Allow yourself to say the words that you have been holding back. It is time to learn new things and to let go of the past way of doing things, and to know that there is a place for everything, and everything is exactly in its place where it is meant to be right now. But there comes a time when it is time to move forward too, when it's time to change the cycles, when it's time to let go of feeling like you need to stay stuck in this place if it's no longer making you happy, and to take the action to make the changes necessary to bring greater fulfillment to yourself and your life. There's also a need to maintain your balance when expressing your emotions and not worry about whether or not anybody else is going to be okay with them being expressed. So that's what I have for this pile, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching.